Peace, peace, peace. Grand Rising. It's early afternoon. And I just want to talk about something that I believe is very, very, very important. And that is the relationship dynamic in the Black household. Okay. And I posted something earlier today on my Instagram, a meme that I made, basically just showing my love and support for my kings, my brothers. You know, when I find that one and true king that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, you know, I'm going to ride for him. I'm going to ride for my brothers regardless, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes they're not ready, you know, and vice versa for the men too. Like, there's a lot of strong black kings out here, gods in the flesh, that give a lot to the black female, and it's not appreciated. It goes unrecognized. It's like you deal with energy vampires, what I like to call them. You know what I'm saying? Fucking energy vampires. They love to absorb every and any kind of power you have to strengthen them, because they are weak and broken, and they refuse to work on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So in order to thrive, they must feed off of the strong, the ones that have that positive energy, that light. You know what I'm saying? That je ne sais quoi. You know what I'm saying? That thing. It feeds dark entities on the low. As much as they hate to see you shine and do positive things, they look up to you for that. They seek that because they themselves want that, but they just don't know how to heal themselves. And self-healing has to start with having knowledge of self. And a lot of us do not seek the true knowledge of self because it's painful. You go through the 5 stages of death with knowledge of self, if you're familiar with the 5 stages of death. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to go in order. You understand? It's like you have denial, you have anger, you have depression, then you have periods of acceptance. And I know I'm missing one, and it's pissing me off because it's 5 stages, but anyway, you get the point. You go through these stages of death when it comes to shedding what was indoctrinated onto us as a people individually. And a lot of us don't want to go down that road, honey, because that road is dark, it is painful, and it's lonely, and it's time consuming. It's time consuming because a lot of our history has been wiped from us, and you got to start from like ground zero. You got to unlearn to relearn. Now, the problem in the black household, and I've spoke on this before on Instagram, but never on YouTube. The problem with the black household, okay, what broke us apart, because we were a very strong dynamic, especially back in the 60s and like the 50s and 60s. We were like, not to say that there wasn't some coons out there, but the black community without social media was, in my opinion, appeared to be more tight, more, you know, well put together. Everyone dressed proudly, everyone carried themselves proudly. You know, they were proud. They didn't mind the sacrifice. They didn't mind making that black noise. You know what I'm saying? So what happened, what they did, and you know who I mean by they, the powers that be, what they did was give us dope. They put dope in the community. They put crack in the community. They brainwashed the black queen that she don't need her black king anymore. I'm going to give you everything you need. I'm going to give you shelter. I'm going to give you food stamps. I'm going to help you pay your electric bill. I'm going to even help you look for a job. I'm going to educate you so you don't ever need no man. And we going to call it feminism. We going to make you guys call it black feminism. Be strong, black, independent, don't need no man. So now the roles get reversed. You got the men out here fucking strung out on crack and fucking dope. The women too. Don't get me wrong, because they really attacked us spiritually. They knew that these drugs, once binded to our DNA type, it will weaken us, because the black gene, with cocaine especially, is highly, highly addictive to our DNA type. They attacked our DNA because we are the dominant. They are the recessive. So they had to find a way to weaken us genetically. And drugs and alcohol definitely do it. That's why you see a lot of liquor stores in the black community. You go into the fucking suburbs or some shit like that. You ain't gonna find no liquor store on every other corner. Absolutely not. It's spiritual warfare. All right. The black household suffers tremendously. Okay, even from slavery, when they would take the women and rape and beat them right in front of the husband, and the husband would just sit there and watch, and then the woman would be like, yo, bruh, like, you're not gonna die for me? You're not gonna try to protect me? Nigga, you ain't shit. Nigga, you ain't shit. That's how it started. Okay? That's how it started. And they also believed in buck breaking. That's a whole other stuff. That they broke the men down in front of the women. They raped the men in front of the women and children in their little, community on the plantation. This is what was done to emasculate the black man. And this is why the black man is so broken. And he needs a lot of repair. He needs TLC. I mean, black women, we strong. We are God. All right, I don't care. That's a whole other video too. Like, we are strong, period. The queen protects the king. We are the strongest piece. We are givers of life. We are mothers of civilization. All right, it is our duty to secure that. Like, yeah, your man is supposed to go out and provide and protect and do all that, but nah, that queen, is something about that queen that really runs shit. Okay, so once you guys know your power, but don't boast about it so much. You still got to play that position. You still got to remain subtle and calm and relax. But you got that power to whisper in your king's ear and put him on to what he should do and how he should move. Okay? We talk about power of the pussy, but don't really know power of the fucking pussy. Okay? No power of your pussy. Another video. Long story short, we need to start uplifting one another and stop degrading one another. We have to stop exploiting one another. Yes, the black woman's body is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Okay? I mean, come on. Everybody wants to emulate the black woman. But must we do it in such a manner where it's sexualized and not glorified in a way of, this is a goddess? You know what I'm saying? Like, we do too much. We do too much, and in a sense, it's done in a negative manner. We have to do things that are more positive, more uplifting, okay? Stop thinking that, I got my degree, so guess what? Nigga, I don't need you. Nah, you need your king. Stop fronting, because you do. And men, find the beauty, the true beauty in your black woman, and not just because she has a fat ass and big titties and nice lips, and all you could do is think about what she could do to you physically. The more you make a black woman feel like she is supreme being, the more she'll make you feel like you supreme being. It's that simple. It's that simple. The positive reinforcement on both parts. This is what they fear. The black unity. The fathers being in the household to raise their kids. Okay? That's what they fear. They fear that. Understand. Because they know their time is ticking. On this planet. It's ticking. Dominant, recessive. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Yes, there is good and bad in every single race. Of course, you know, that's true. But if you want to talk about 3D, the physical aspect, it is what it is. Okay? You have dominant, then you have recessive. The recessive know they are recessive, so they find ways to weaken the dominant. I spoke about this earlier in the video. Okay? Just know thyself. Now, I understand in some situations, things don't work out. When you have kids, you got to go your separate way. But let me explain something to you. You still have a duty. You still have a job to do. And you still have to honor one another, because two souls came together to create one. Woman, man, and child. That is the real Trinity. Not no Father, Son, Holy... Father, Son, Holy Ghost. How the fuck? How you doing all that without a woman? I ain't come from no goddamn rib. And neither has he. No man has come from no rib. You came straight from the essence of your mama's womb. Honor her as if you know better. Protect her as if you know better. Stop allowing motherfuckers out here to disrespect her and walk away and turn the other cheek, or pull your phone out and start filming. Because if I ever see a black man doing that when a black woman's being disrespected, I'm going to go upside his head first. Because what the fuck are you doing? Are you dumb? Like, seriously, are you dumb? We are all been here before. We have all been here before. We are all ancestors in some way, shape, or form. We've all contributed to this universe, to this world. We've all contributed. We are one with it. So how dare you, as a dominant entity on this planet, allow anyone, including yourself, to disrespect the mother? We got to get it together. The cheating in the relationships is another thing, because nobody wants to work on their problems, to try to fix it. Again, sometimes things just cannot be fixed. Sometimes we outgrow one another, and that's fine, but there's always somebody for somebody. Okay, you help mold one another to prepare yourselves for that next relationship. That way it can work. That way it can be better. But let's take advantage of that, and let's not just continue to destroy one another, because it's detrimental to our health. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make a man feel worthless. Don't make your woman feel worthless. We're just weakening one another. Then what example are we setting for our children? Then got the nerve to talk about how fucking bad they are. Well, how bad are the parents? Sometimes the parents is as worse as the children. Trust me, I've been there, done that. This is why I could speak so strongly about this, because I was not a saint. I was not Mrs. Perfect, goody two shoes, sister soldier all day, every day. No. Nah, I had to grow. Just like most people who are willing to grow and do the work and take the time out to just focus on self and start to learn how to love self. That's where it starts. You can't love nobody until you love yourself first. You are incapable of loving anybody if you are not capable of loving yourself. If you can't put yourself first, how can you dare sit there and tell somebody how much you love them, but you continue to poison yourself. You continue to neglect yourself of true love. You continue to neglect yourself of sleep. You continue to neglect yourself of better eating habits to keep you here longer. You neglect yourself by drinking yourselves to death, by popping all these pills and all kinds. Listen, stop falling for the spiritual warfare. It's weakening you. Go outside, spend some time in the sun, okay? Because it will help increase that serotonin, dopamine, you know what I'm saying? That feel good shit, that dopamine that is released when motherfuckers is getting high on cocaine. That same euphoric feeling you could get from the sun. Chill outside for a while, listen to the birds sing, take off your socks, take off your shoes, walk in the grass, get some grounding, get some electrons from the earth, let it go through your body. Listen to what I'm telling you. Uplift one another. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to put y'all onto some games, but I ain't gonna be here all day. I got shit to do. And this was one of them, so I executed that mission. All right. I really hope that you guys take heed to some of the things I said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the future I'll just, piggyback again, because there's always something that's going to make me come back to a topic that I already spoke of. I'm just tired of seeing us constantly be destroyed and go down a vicious drain of repetitive destruction and demise, and we just fucking ourselves up. We're allowing it to happen. So sometimes, maybe, just by hearing it from somebody else, because I know that happens to me. Like, sometimes I have to hear it from somebody for it to kind of like resonate. Like, you know what, girl, you on to something. Or, babe, you on to something. Find somebody, be around those that will do that for you. Because anybody that's going to keep you at a low frequency ain't nothing to be around. They have nothing to offer you but death. A death sentence. That's all low frequencies have to offer you. Death. Whether it's death of your personality, your soul, your health, your life. Remember, low frequencies ain't nothing but energy vampires. Save your energy for somebody who deserves it. Save your energy for somebody who is definitely going to benefit from it and just take you both on a whole other level. That's the lesson of the day. Peace to the gods and goddesses.